Not too long ago, we covered Rotel's newest high-end, or I should even say flagship product line, Michi. And we covered the X5 integrated amplifier, a single unit that looked clean, had a great sound, and a very modern aesthetic that seemed like it would blend into just about anything, but it was just nice. Now I have the P5 and the S5 for you. Today we're going to focus on the P5 preamplifier, what sets this piece apart a little bit, and then, stay tuned, we'll be doing a video for the S5 as well. Let's get into it. Don't forget to subscribe though, and click that bell icon. Here's your question of the day. Up until now, what's been your favorite dedicated preamp? What sets the Michi P5 apart a little bit? Well, if you pop the hood on this guy, you'll notice that the inside layout of all the circuitry is seemingly just as clean looking as this gorgeous front glass display. This thing is laid out to perfection. You've got dedicated transformers, one for analog, one for digital. The circuit boards look absolutely top notch. I mean, like a cut above everything else. Generally, you think circuit board is kind of like, yeah, whatever. You look at these and it's like, whoa, they're doing something a little extra there. And of course they are, because this is a flagship hi-fi piece. You get a boatload of inputs and outputs. I mean, analog inputs, analog outs, XLR, RCA, 3 different coaxes, opticals, USB, all the digital that you could want. And behind that digital input are excellent DACs. You've got built-in DACs from AKM that are capable of rendering MQA. So for us fans of serious high-resolution files, streaming, or anything that we might have stored locally, the Michi is ready to deliver. Another thing I really like about the P5 is this remote. Not only is it got just as sleek a look, but it's super functional, and you can do sweet things like this. Hit the setup button and configure all kinds of things. Selecting your source, connecting to a network, audio settings such as power on, USB options. You should always run that in 2.0, by the way. What you want to run your phono stage as. Did I mention that this has both a moving magnet and a moving coil, and it changes just with a button press? How cool is that? And one thing I really like, under the system tab here, you can easily do software updates, select how you want to go about doing so, go straight back to factory default for settings, and basically just get all the information on every little bit of what this piece can do. And I really like that. I like how cleanly it's laid out in its aesthetic. I like how the internals just are clean. I like how the menu system is clean. That's precisely what the sound is. The P5 is a nicely resolving, relatively neutral sounding preamp. But it's like this nice blend of being mostly modern, but just a little slight reminder of good old hi-fi at the same time. You don't so much hear such a character from these amps, and I mean that in the best possible way. They just, well, get out of the way and let your music come through. And in a nutshell, that's my favorite thing about it. Get out of the way and let me hear the music. Thank you, Michi. And you can find it for a price of just under $4,000. So be sure to give us a call at the showrooms. You'll find us in Timonium, Columbia, and Gaithersburg, Maryland, or stop by and demo it. And of course, don't forget about our Kitchen Design Center in Hunt Valley, because build yourself a nice house to put your nice speakers and equipment in. So that being said, don't forget to check out our other videos on the entire Michi line, and especially the one that we're gonna have on the matching S5 stereo amp, because this combination pretty much is gonna meet anyone's needs for almost anything. Drop a comment down below if you have any additional questions. Don't forget that question of the day, of course, and be seeing you.